excited. Now I know what Julius Caesar felt like. Here we are following the king, all those people enthused and involved. It really, it's a spirit. It's a fever. It's almost like a syndrome. You just get wrapped up in it. You're wrapped up in it. I just have to come back. And if I'm not invited, I'm coming anyway.
Started out with 120 members, and today it has over 700. The whole idea was to start all new with two concepts. Number one was to put on a street show for the people of New Orleans and their guests from out of town, and to have a monstrous party for the members to have a good time. Bacchus has brought a lot of new things to Mardi Gras. Of course, the most well-known thing is the fact that we have a celebrity king. And the purpose of that was that celebrity would bring national and international focus attention to the city and to New Orleans.
You are now Bacchus 20. On behalf of the entire crew of Bacchus, I'd like to welcome you, your family, and all your friends. And I hope that you will have a happy and fun-filled reign. Hail Bacchus! Hail Bacchus!
Who's the king of diet soda? Welcome to New Orleans. Did you get a nice indoctrination?
Well, I certainly do. Too bad we couldn't have better weather.
Oh, good, yes. I have a brand new supply of these here. Can I introduce these? These are free, right? They're just fresh. I have a brand new shipment here. Like that? If I would buy it? Look at the eyelash. Can you give me two, Corey? All right, but you're the only one that's going to get two. Yeah. That's all right? Corey, if this works out, I'm going to take you on the road with me wherever I go. Look what you've done now, Corey. I'm sorry, it's his first day as a necklace person, and he's got them all tangled up. There you go. Put that around your head. Oh, it goes with the outfit. It's so nice with styrofoam, that necklace. So y'all going to watch the parades on TV? And then you have the Olympics starting today. Corey's going to be here. It's nice to see you, Amanda. This is almost too big for you. Should we try to get one of your size? Yeah, you'll grow into it.
You're not sitting in the wagon.
Going, boss?
Hey, here. I have. I'm from Marty. How you doing?
Got all the messages?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Love you.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking so much time.
Bye-bye.
Take care of it. Bye-bye.
Hello there. Hail Bacchus. Hail Bacchus. Hail Bacchus. Well, here we are again. 20 years. You believe 20 years? I don't even think I'm 20 years old. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been one thing I can say, it's been a hell of a 20 years. You know, I have a big long list, and it says Thicke, 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 Thicke. And I went to Alan and I said, look, wait a minute, what am I going to do with all this? He said, you know what? Oh, let me do it. So let me tell you, this is not part of, we're not going to ask Alan to come up here as formal king. We're going to ask him to come here and introduce his family.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I like being up here as king. It's fine with me. I want to know how Nelson got to be a king in residence. What does that mean? Is there a rivalry now that I don't know about?
By your grace, Your Majesty.
I like that. That's how he got to be king in residence. A little style. All right, well, eat, drink, and be careful, Ed. That's the motto for the weekend. I just want to say thank you for including me. And tomorrow night better be hot, because if one more person tells me how incredible it's going to be, I've heard nothing but how exciting and unusual tomorrow night is going to be. So I'm counting on it. I've heard of some of the customs, and I don't know if I'm mature enough for some of them. I know one of my sons is. He can't wait. He's back combing his hair at this moment. Just got a quart of brood on tonight. There's no telling what he'll wear tomorrow. So we're looking forward to this. The hospitality has been wonderful here, and I know that you people in this room are the ones responsible for me and my family being here. And so I did want to introduce them to you now. This is a family event for me. I have a pretty busy schedule in Los Angeles, and for me to go out of town and get to experience anything like this has to pretty much be a family affair for me, and I was delighted that you would be so good as to include my family. The two boys are back in the Hilton now. Couldn't get out of those tuxes fast enough. They're seeing their 32nd edition of RoboCop, I think, tonight. I do have other family in the room, so I should introduce them to you now. The loud one with the recessive hair gene is his father. Yeah, he doesn't get out much, and now you see why. I've been looking for a place to take him, and they said that Mardi Gras is the only place loud enough that could contain this guy. So my father is Dr. Brian Thicke, a physician, he says, from Toronto, Ontario. None of us has actually seen his license to practice, but he claims it's there. He's a physician. My sister is a real doctor. She's a chiropractor. My sister, Joanne. doctor is terminally, tragically available.
So's your father!
Yes,
Try to afford me!
if you've ever met a man with a Velcro zipper, there he is. Ready to party. Pure as the driven slush, this guy. And now, so we have two doctors. My brother Todd is the one in the family who probably has been most interested in medicine. He's been taking drugs for about 4 years now. Just kidding, not really. We thought Todd was on drugs. Imagine our relief when we found out he was just stupid. He tried medical school for about an hour and ended up doing what everybody who flunks out of medical school does. He's a comedy writer in Los Angeles. And his lovely companion, who has been his companion for some years now and is waiting for him to do the right thing by her, is an actress in Los Angeles. This is Tony St. Vincent. I know there are many medical people in the group tonight because I've met most of you. I myself tried medical school, as most doctor fathers will have their children do. I did try it, studied pre-med, spent several hours in class, and wimped out of medical school. I was one of those types that just had no stomach for it. I didn't like the sight of chapped lips. I had absolutely no tolerance. I did give it a try, and then finally, after fainting a couple times, I really did. I fainted when I first saw a guy get stitches in his eyebrow. I fainted when I saw a guy get a cast sawed off his leg. And I finally said to my dad, I can't do this, and he fainted. The worst fainting I ever did was when Brennan was born. We had gone through natural childbirth classes, which is a misnomer anyway. There's nothing natural about the sounds you women make in childbirth. I heard the ooh and the hi and the oh, like that. Bruce Lee was the father of my child. And then when the big moment finally came, I was there ready in a corner with the catcher's mitt, fire it in there, baby, and then I did what came naturally for me. I fainted, which is no big surprise to my wife. I had also fainted during conception. Some guys aren't cut out for it. So she didn't think it was that funny, or I'd still be married, probably. But I'm very grateful for your hospitality this weekend. It has been as exciting as everybody promised so far, and I know there's just more and better to come, and I'm expecting a couple of gifts tonight. So thank you very much. And,
God almighty. It's a good thing I don't introduce my family that way. They had to leave town. However, Alan, we do have, some gifts for you.
well, I thought we'd get around to
Yeah. We have a very democratic club, and here tonight is the lieutenants and sergeants who are actually, and we have clubs within clubs like it. Each float is a club, and all of these people here represent them. So the first thing I want to do is call up Charlie Haze, and if we had everybody to give you a gift, we would be here the entire night. So Charlie is going to represent the lieutenants and the sergeants and give you some honors. Charlie, come down this way, Charlie. Come down this side.
Making a deposit.
Alan, what we have is, we thank you very much for being here with us as our king. We have some of these nice vases with the Bacchus logo on it, title of the parade.
Wait a minute, have you got anything in gold? It's a visor, it's a golf visor. I'm the king! You're a chief outfit. I like that. Let's go, what else you got?
The title
Oh, good, some more sissy-colored doubloons. Thank you.
And there's some nice
Spare no expense on the container, too.
There's some nice T-shirts, his and hers.
Good, thank you.
You
Well,
tell
we're
the
still
difference
working
by
on
who's
that.
wearing it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, that's festive. Great. Thank
That's
you.
about the best we can do on the T-shirts.
Wonderful.
Now you may have to
Thank you.
hold all of this.
Thank
Now this we think is rather nice also. It's a nice pendant there with the title of the parade. You give it to a lady of your choice. Oh, wear it yourself if you like.
That's very
And if you
nice.
get a magnifying glass, there is a ruby in it.
Thank you very much.
Alan, we appreciate you being here.
Good. Thank you.
By the way, Captain, you made some positives up here.
Very good. Now, Alan Charlie represented the hierarchy in the club. Now we have
Now we go to the lower.
now the whole group's they're going to be represented by a fellow named Conrad Spatz. It's Conrad, where you at? I can't see. There's a light. There's somebody standing in front of me.
All right,
And Alan, these gifts from the entire club. And this year, which is our 20th year, we have a special issue of wine. And you are the god of wine this year.
I am, yeah.
And we have a special box for you, and we'd like Conrad Spatz to present it to you.
Alan, on behalf of the men of the crew of Bacchus, we'd like to present to you this case of 20th anniversary commemorative wine. Hail Bacchus.
Hail Bacchus.
All right, now you're talking. Thank you.
Put a lock on.
Oh, yeah.
Conrad, hold it so I can see the top there. That's fine, good.
Oh, that's beautiful. You're gonna give me.
Yeah, this will get my father through breakfast.
All right, then, the last 2 minutes I've been talking to, I don't think you can get through breakfast. And I'm going to ask Cheryl, my wife, come up, and we have a few gifts from you from the city of New Orleans, too. Cheryl? This right here, Alan, is a proclamation from the mayor of the city of New Orleans making an honorary citizen. Yes. Right here is the official key to the city. Don't use it on Bourbon Street, you get in serious trouble. And these are heavy doubloons and the honorary things of our organization that you can keep in your collection for your lifetime.
They're the only doubloons I have. I love that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Spill anything on
And this is our placket for this year, and it's completely framed for you to hang up in your house. Wait, we gotta move
That's
that.
beautiful.
Hang on, let's move this over here a little bit. Bacchus poster. This 20th year.
right up there. He's on the float with Todd and Derek. See the big guy with the kind of orange hair? He's a big star with the Mets and the Expos.
Alan, I'm Jeff Cook. I'm lieutenant on.
We can't wait. We're raring to go. We're ready. We're going to have great weather. We're going to have the biggest crowd ever out tonight. And we're looking forward to our 20th anniversary.
It grows every year. Every year.
How's the wind going?
Wonderful out here. How you doing? Thank you.
Go ahead.
Have a good ride.
Oh, we tried.
Daddy kept me in that ballroom all night.
I know, yeah, blame it on me.
Daddy's a bomb.
17's going to be the pick of the night.
Daddy's a bomb. Alan, you gonna ride with us?
I am, I'm there. I'm leaving.
Excuse me. Popeye.
Yeah, you know, I explained about it. Hey, Alan, how you doing, man? I think God is even more appropriate. You know, there's some titles we're just real comfortable with. God, yeah, like a glove. Yeah. I feel it now. I feel it.
Have a great night.
Thank you.
Hell, Bacchus! Hell with you. Like the shoe.
Have a good ride.
Nice guys. The official king costume. Yeah, but you're missing your cap. Alan, you're missing your cap.
Oh, I got it all. I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't have any colors like that. Are you on the Tweety Bird float? Had a good time there. Yeah, it was Jeez, if the parade lives up to the hype, that's all right. I don't care.
Good boy.
Okay, yep, look out for it. Mark?
We're looking right out.
Right side.
Here we go. I'm Ed Father. Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
I'm King Ed God. He works for me. Okay.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
Keep the rain from coming.
Yeah, I did that. I did my part.
All right.
The doctor. You're the officer's float.
Yeah.
Any comments about today's ride?
I think I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm going with a good intent. And I hope I have a good intent when I leave it, too.
Not the throw, huh?
The throw it right.
There's a lot of cities in this country you can go to and catch something, but here it's all you're catching is beats and doubloons. It's safe, it's nice, it's lovely.
I think the crowds are going to be just tremunctious, and they're going to be trying to jump on the floats, and we're going to have. And he wants to see some tits.
A lot of them.
Bacchus 20. Reigning as Bacchus 20 is Alan Thicke, who is the star
of the popular sitcom Growing Pains. From this bright magenta float, Bacchus 20 is tossing wine-colored doubloons to his loyal subjects. As you can see, the masses of bright, gleaming purple grapes are lining the side and climbing up high to the turning throng. A huge figure of Bacchus sits behind King Allen and raises his cup to the crowd.
Here come the officers of Bacchus from beneath a huge marble portico. These officers greet all the parade goers. It's totally encompassed in a huge wine cask supported by the upturned palms of a mammoth grape-encrusted figure.
Oh!
Oh! Float number 3 is the title float. It is called 20 Years of Bacchus. You'll see swirls of blinking lights in red and gold flashing across the faces of the famous clowns of Bacchus as they beckon the crowd to join them in celebrating 20 years of Bacchus. The rain is really starting to come down now.
Here is float number 4 from 1975 Bacchus Circus Parade with Jackie Gleason, who was Bacchus 7th. An enormous elephant leads the 1974 Bacchus Circus Parade as the barker, Jackie Gleason, announces the main attractions under the big top. Come one, come all, proclaims the big one. Witness the amazing strong man and the fearless snake handler. Marvel at the grace and beauty of the bareback riders. Thrill to the daredevil wild animal trainer who is confronting the ferocious lions.
The great one on the greatest show on earth float.
Think back to Bacchus 9, 1977. Henry Winkler was the king then, and this float honors him. Good fairy tales have happy endings, as proclaimed by this float's depiction of the 77 theme, Happily Ever After. The lives of Snow White, Cinderella, and the Frog Prince are chronicled here with the symbols of the poison apple, the frog, the glass slippers, and pumpkin. And there's Handsome Prince, Henry Winkler, Bacchus 9, riding through the forest to awaken Sleeping Beauty up on top.
Float number 6 is one kids of all ages can enjoy. It dates back to 1974 when Bacchus reads the comics and Glenn Campbell was Bacchus 6. With the approach of the 2 gigantic figures of Andy Capp and one of the Katzenjammer kids, Bacchus reads the comics from the February 23rd, 1974 edition of the Times-Picayune. Float number 7 dates back to 1972, the Bacchus Book of Horrors. That's when Phil Harris was Bacchus 4. On the float, a skull engraved upon the 72 edition of Bacchus Book of Horrors. The black hooded bust of Phil Harris, Bacchus 4, looms high above the most horrid of all creatures, Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, and the creature from the Black Lagoon. And from the deepest depths of darkness, mysterious eyes peer through a thick fog as large rats roam through the street as vampire bats fly above. Ooh, that's scary.